Welcome back, everybody. Hi. I just want to say thank you for tuning in to Live at the EmPHorium. But before we begin officially the show, I want to go ahead and mention something. I wanted to share a story. I went to an event this last Saturday. I think it was last Saturday. Wow, everything just goes into a blur. It's last Saturday. Okay, just want to make sure. It was called the Philippine American Independence Day, and what it was, obviously, it's to celebrate the Philippine American, not Independence Day, but Friendship Day. That's what I should say, Friendship Day. And what the event was about is to commemorate the relationship between the Philippines and the United States. And it was held at a place in the city of Cerritos in LA. I think it's about maybe 20, 30 minutes from where we're at. And it was fun. I really enjoyed it. I was there because I wanted to interview a Philippine brand, which, by the way, will be here today, hopefully, to talk about the product, and barring any sort of last minute challenges. But anyway, going back to that event, is the Philippine Independence Day, city of Cerritos, and it was put together because I wanted to say congratulations to the National Federation of Filipino American Federation Associations, Greater Los Angeles. And they did this event, they organized it in conjunction or in collaboration with, or I should say in partnership with, the Los Angeles County's 4th District, Janice Hahn, and LA Sheriff Alex Villanueva. It's the first, it's the largest of ever put together like that in the LA County. It's the first time that they've done it, and I hope they continue to do it. I was excited. I saw so many Filipino Americans, but not just obviously Filipinos, but other cultures, other races that were also there, and I was excited. I was excited for celebrating the culture, the friendship, and I was able to meet certain people that I wanted to meet in terms of how to collaborate with them and figure out how to bring more awareness for the Philippine products. But the two things that I got out of it, not only the amazing food, the friends and all that, was that with the significance of it, really. The significance of it is because obviously the more in international trade, the more you create that friendship or that connection between the two countries, it's better for all of us in general. I mean, more so for the Philippines also, because what happens is that if you start to develop that kind of relationship, hopefully it turns into what they call the free trade agreement. And what that basically means is that any products that are going into each other's countries, a lot of the tariffs or the taxes that when it comes into these countries, they're either going to be very minimal or none at all. Okay, so what does that mean for Philippine products? Obviously, it's going to be cheaper, right, to have it brought in, because a lot of the reasons why certain products in the Philippines cost us X amount of dollars is because at the end of the day, it's the taxes also, right? So that's what's important. And to me, that was the amazing thing that I saw from it. And hopefully we continue to do that. And again, I want to say congratulations to NAFA, the Greater Los Angeles region, for putting all that together. And also for the cooperation of Janice Hahn and all the LA Sheriff Alex Villanueva in Los Angeles. Hopefully they do more of it for next year. Anyway, with that being said, everyone, so let's officially start the show. You are now watching live at the EmPHorium. And what is the EmPHorium? Let's start with that first. The EmPHorium is a physical venue, okay? It's a Philippine-made product showroom in Los Angeles, and the address is 3250 Wilshire Boulevard, number 602 in the city of Los Angeles, California, 90010. Now, it's a physical showroom for for all the Philippine-made products, all the finest, we'd like to think. And it's also a global business center. And what's the purpose of this whole thing, this whole showroom? Well, the whole thing is about trying to create opportunities, okay? Trying to create opportunities as well as, awareness, mostly also awareness, as well as sales opportunities for Philippine-made products, services, investments in the U.S. market. It's the first of its kind. Everybody has different, components of what we're doing, but putting it together, again, it's not a boastful thing. It's just that I'm very proud of it because we're also very thankful for the support of the Philippine Trade and Investment Center, as well as the consulate office here in Los Angeles, and the government altogether in collaboration with them, because it's something of a unique concept that we're trying to do, trying to bring in more Philippine products systematically into the system, into the U.S. market. So definitely give more opportunities for Philippine-made products. And again, what is the Live at the EmPHorium? What you're watching now is we're predominantly leaning towards doing a lot of live demos, of products, which in the beginning you saw products from a company. So we're going to feature two people today, or two brands. One is the brand is called Camiseta, and the other one is called Mother Nurture. And both of them are amazing in quality, but I'm sure some of you have heard of Camiseta because it's been a long-term brand, and also Mother Nature Nurture is also an upcoming brand. So what we're trying to do is trying to create the live demo so you can see the product, and hopefully somebody in the audience is going to go, I like that product, I want to buy it, I want to go ahead and sell it. And it's really as simple as that. And if you are, all of a sudden you have that light bulb that comes on and you think that EmPHorium can help you, create that, make it happen, bring it here from the Philippines to the US, not only logistically source it, and also help you make it compliant and make it easy for you to market it. So that's what Live at the EmPHorium is. As well as we're going to be talking to industry experts about how to market the product. We're also going to be talking to shipping experts, logistics, as well as we're also going to be talking to the Trade Commissioner of Los Angeles, Eric Elnar, as well as one of the co-founders of the EmPHorium, Christina Espiritu, to talk about what's happening in the events and announcement. I'm also crossing my fingers that we're not going to have any internet issues or anything, just like the last time. And hopefully, even if that happens, I'm just going to keep going. So hopefully you're in for a ride yourself, and let's just have some fun. And I want to go ahead and be able to address all of your questions. And speaking of questions, please, if you are watching this, I could talk all day. My wife always tells me now, you talk too much. But what I'm interested in is, now that you're watching this, please go ahead and tell me where you guys are watching the live stream right now. Are you watching it in the Philippines? Are you watching it here in the United States? Tell me what province you're in, what city you're calling in, and then why are you watching it? And then here's another thing. If you have a business that you want to promote, just go ahead and type it into the chat box, and then I'll put it up in the screen, because this way we'll know that we're being viewed by people that are just interested in Philippine products, or as well as businesses also. And maybe this is our way to go ahead and create opportunities for you if you're already here in the US. And if you're not here with EmPHorium yet, maybe we can reach out to you and say, hey, Ferdinand, go ahead and give me a call. I want to go ahead and promote Philippine-made products in the EmPHorium. We can do that also. Okay. So with that being said, let me go ahead to the first guest, and hopefully she's on there. Let me see. It looks like she is not in there yet. Let me see if I can look for her. And right now, what we're going to do, since the other guests haven't arrived yet, let me go ahead and bring up the one of the experts in the industry. What he is, let me go ahead and make sure I read it. He's been in 30 years of management, consulting, and investment banking experience. What he does is he's currently serving as a director at the Center for Strategic Corporate Development, Business Training Center at El Camino College in California. It's Los Angeles. But the reason why we brought him over is that he is the founder and CEO of L.R. Johnson & Associates, LLC. And what they do is they are a provider of specialty foods and strategic consulting services to the food and beverage industry. So what you're about to hear today is a gentleman who is amazing at what he does, because he's been doing this, consulting a lot of major brands. So let me go ahead and see if we can bring him in. His name is Larry Johnson. Larry.
Hello.
Can you bring me? Okay, I already had a little bit of a glitch. The one that was supposed to go before you, she's not here. But hopefully, I'm glad you're a sport, and you're going to go ahead and talk about your business, who you are. So I'm going to shut up now, and you're going to go ahead and tell us a little bit about you, what you do, and what makes your company amazing.
Sure. Thank you very much for having me. It's a pleasure to talk to such fine producers of goods in the Philippines and retail folks all over the world. My business is a business of curating brands. I look for outstanding brand representation of products that could be of interest to my clients. And my clients are food service providers, hospitality businesses, hotels, restaurants, primarily here in Western United States. I service, for example, some of my clients are MGM Resorts in Las Vegas. I've done work for the folks that run food service for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And I've also done some work for Hilton and Disney. So I'm constantly looking for products that will be innovative or compelling in terms of its flavor profile or its appeal or the background of the producers. And my folks, I was speaking to some folks from NBC Universal today, an event, and they are especially interested in ethnic-oriented products. So I'm very curious to see what Filipino producers have to offer, and that's the nature of my business.
Well, obviously, I know how amazing you are already, and hopefully, what people have heard from you, and I hope I got all the technical aspect out of the way and I got it down right. They heard you that your clientele is amazing. A lot of I don't know if they know the Dodgers. I'm sure they do, but all the ones that you mentioned earlier, before even that, is amazing. So to me, obviously, you know what you're talking about. But let me ask you a straightforward, right to the right to the point kind of question. What do you think makes a successful product in the U.S.? Because obviously, I'm not promoting. EmPHorium is not promoting Philippine-made products. What we're promoting is quality products from the Philippines. So, with that being said, can you enlighten a little bit what the Philippine manufacturers have to keep in mind when they're trying to get into the U.S. market?
Well, the manufacturer has to understand who they're trying to appeal to, right? It's not enough just to create a quality product, but you have to have in mind the profile of the audience for whom this product is going to be attractive. And as a result, your packaging has to be geared to that audience. The messaging that you have on the packaging has to be geared to that audience. Your social media and background in supporting that product in the marketplace has to be directly in the process of communicating to that target market group. So understanding who you're going after and having the right messaging and packaging, because all of that comes together to help to create your brand. The other thing that creates your brand is who you are and what you're about, right? Because that helps to distinguish you in the marketplace. Other people may come out with a product that maybe tastes or looks or smells like yours, but the thing that makes you distinctive is the fact that you are the creator, you are the personality behind it. So that has to enter into the story of your product and your brand, who you are as a producer, why you are distinctive, and that it gives you another edge into the marketplace.
The thing that I wanted to convey to the audience, to our viewers, is that it's all about the quality, because we've had other distributors, brokers on the show. And again, hopefully the viewers of the show are seeing the consistency, that all of that are the common denominators: quality, sell-through, sustainability, all of that. So with you, what would you say, if you can share something? Maybe you don't have to, you can't share the name of the company, but I want to be more specific. Like what brand comes up to mind that was out of the country, out of the U.S., that you represented, that why you think they were successful in the U.S. market? I mean, you don't have to give an example of somebody who totally dominated the nation, but I'm just saying where they took it to the next level of exporting their product. Can you name one, or do you remember one?
Well, I think what I have found is people who understand truly the niche that their product will fill, right? It's not enough to say, let's say you're making a product that's fairly a commoditized product, a rice dish, for example, that you may have packaged for use in a home. There's probably nothing really very special about the product in and of itself, but what you may want to be able to do is to create an identity that's related on the history, that maybe this is a part of a long traditional recipe, it's a part of a family or a group of people from a particular area in the Philippines or wherever in the country. All of these are important concepts to help convey uniqueness, either uniqueness in flavor. And all products have to be quality, right? You can't produce a product that does not have quality and expect it to sell. But assuming you've got a quality product, then you've got to make that product distinctive in some way so that you can appeal to a customer base.
Since I think I could do a seminar with just you in it, because you have so much to give wisdom in terms of that. But my last question before I let you go, because I know that you're driving and everybody can see that, and I don't want you to get into an accident while you're driving. I'm just very thankful for your time.
Pulled off the side of the road.
That's why I'm always like concerned. Like, okay, I don't want to make the TikTok video where somebody gets into an accident or whatever. But thank you for doing that. Be safe with doing that. But anyway, so my question is this. I like to just get to the point in terms of the presentation. Like, what do you think? You mentioned niche. Obviously, you're trying to satisfy a need. To make the products presentable. Okay, let me be practical. Somebody wants to submit something to you, Larry, for consideration. What would you like to see in that catalog or that flyer, or how do you even want to receive information that are on new products? Because obviously what you've experienced is already what probably everybody will ask the same thing. So let me go ahead and ask you that. But what do you prefer when you're trying to discover a new product or something catches your eye? Is there any special way?
So I'd like to make sure that the person who's going to send something to me is open to suggestions that I might make in terms of packaging and presentation, right? And so as long as I can see the image from a variety of different directions, if I can't hold and look and sample the product in person, at least give me close-up images of the product as it sits on a plain white background, as it sits in how it would actually be used, and give me some commentary from people who have tasted it if I can't taste it myself. What do they say about it? What feelings does it bring to their minds, to their mouths, to their nasal passages? What experience? How do they describe the experience? I need that kind of information, that kind of tactile information, and also as much visual detail as possible. And then I will look at it, analyze that information, take a look at it relative to my knowledge of the U.S. market, and I may make some recommendations in terms of the packaging and how it could be presented optimally in the U.S. market. And we'll have a conversation, a discussion on that basis.
Fantastic. Like I said, one of the things that we are proud to tout to the audience and the viewers that, Philippine products doesn't have to be just in the Filipino market. I love it because they're the basis and the foundation. So knowing that we brought you in, we want to get the perspective of, outside of the Filipino market, because some of the products that I've encountered already have been really amazing and they deserve a world-class attention. So I continue to say to the Philippine manufacturers, focus on quality, right? We'll worry about the fact that if it says Philippine made, but at the end of the day, you're playing for quality. You're playing to be good at what you do and create a story and really be strong in the needs or the challenges or the problem that you're trying to solve or the niche that you're trying to satisfy. So with that being said, Larry, I'll let you go because, like I said, I just appreciate it, my friend. Everybody is all about time these days, and look at you, you're driving while you're doing this, but at the end, 15 minutes of your time is precious. I wish I could do a longer one. Maybe I can. Hopefully you're open to maybe having another seminar altogether. So hopefully you are, right?
Absolutely. Please let me know when you're ready.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do that. And again, thank you. Have a great evening. I don't know where you're driving, but just be safe. And then I will be in touch, and then I'll start sending those catalogs out to you.
Take care.
All right.
Nice to see you. Bye-bye,
Thank you.
everybody.
Thank you, Larry. Thank you, everybody. All right, everybody. As you know, that's what we've been trying to say. Philippine products in general is something that we focus on quality, and we'll try to reach out to as many markets as possible. And if you're interested in sending some stuff to Larry, please let me know. I'll go ahead and get that taken care of. Okay, before I go into the next guest, there's a lot of amazing content or a lot of amazing people coming in and making comments. So I'm going to go ahead and say the few ones. I want to say thank you, Evangeline, for always being here, showing up. And then Marianne Salazar, good morning to you. April Gay, you're amazing. She says, great morning to all. Greetings from Medellin, Cebu. And then there's a Facebook user that says, hey, And that's what she said. That's whoever said that, literally. Hello again, Emporium, and to everyone watching, Jeffrem, and then Luz Viminda. And then the other Facebook user says, hi, Ferdinand. We are from Plantsville Health Home Organic. Great. I want you to all continue to share it as we're streaming this live to anybody that you know that might be of interest, because there's a lot of amazing things that we're trying to do. So again, please keep those comments coming. I'll answer them as fast as I can, but please put a name of your company or your product, where you're calling from, you're from, if you're just a consumer or just a big fan of Philippine products. So this next segment, this lady I met, she is so very accommodating. It's a family business that she's doing. I met her at this Philippine American Friendship Day, and I'm glad that she's finally, again, she's coming back to do this interview with me, and I wanted to show some of the products that she has. But she's representing, she has now expanded, help at least creating a market in the U.S. for because she's a new franchise owner of the Camiseta brand. Okay, here in the U.S., and I want to go ahead and bring into to the viewers the new franchise owner of the Camiseta brand in the United States. I want to go ahead and welcome Marie Briones Calagayan. And I hope I said that right. I always tell her I don't think I'm saying it right.
Hello, everybody. Hi,
Marie,
Ferdinand.
Marie, I'm hoping that everybody, my whole feed will just blow up because, Camiseta is such an amazing brand. So I'll shut up now, like I always tell everybody. And you go ahead and tell a little bit about you. And then always mention Dale because he's amazing. Last time I saw you
No.
guys was always helpful. So go ahead and talk about a little bit about you, why you did, why you wanted to get a franchise of Camiseta, and talk about some products if you can maybe show some.
Yes. First, I want to thank you again for this opportunity to be able to be here again in Emporium and be able to share our products. And Camiseta is a very well-known and loved brand in the Philippines. It has been around since the 90s. This is a go-to for the college girls back then, and until now, they've had several collaboration with different artists to kind of go with the trend. Quality is great. We have clients telling us that they've had their clothes or their camiseta top for about 19 years and still able to use it, never fades and stuff like that, as long as you actually take care of it. So I'm here today just to kind of show you guys what we have in store. We are currently available online all over the US at www.camiseta.us. And you can reach us on Instagram at Camiseta USA and Facebook Camiseta US. We are doing a lot of pop-ups around Southern California for the most part, at least this year, and hopefully soon be able to reach out to other states in other areas of California as well. No physical store, however, we do host some private shopping experience for some people. So if you have a group of friends that are interested, feel free to DM us so we can arrange that. We also would be have some time tie-ups and partnership with Emporium and other communities or film communities. So the goal right now is for us to bring our product outside of the film community, because we know that we're already loved by the Filipino community and hopefully here in the US as well. So let me go ahead and just kind of give you guys a quick um, tour. I'm wearing camiseta right now. So as you can see, it's all inclusive. We have sizes that accommodate all shapes and sizes. So we have small, medium, large, extra large, 2XL and 3XL as well. So this is our LMK scarf. This is made by or designed by Heart Evangelista herself, and it's made up of silk. I'm just gonna quickly put it here. Not sure if you guys can see the styles itself. So we have different styles that you can see on Camiseta US, Camiseta.us. We also have this really nice top, quality at its finest, and designs. Anywhere from sleeveless to short sleeves and lots of different skirts. Um, you can all check this out. This is one of my favorite and one of our best sellers actually. Uh, it's a skirt with a design of scarf. Heart Evangelista. This is a painting that was printed on the skirt. So that's one, and we have tons of um, dresses from sleeveless to off shoulders up to denim, actually, which is my favorite right there. So I don't know. We have maxi dresses that are long right here and lots of different styles. So I'm hoping you guys can actually check us out. And, um, it's free shipping for $50 and over. We have a lot more online. So please check us out.
Well, when I first saw your products last Saturday, I was amazed by it because obviously everything is unique, everything is very vibrant, everything is very creative. I love it. And then the fact that a lot of it is very, very, very affordable. But then again, with me, I tend to, that's how I gauge things. And the reality for me is that having that kind of a quality is amazing and being affordable. I know that for the people watching it, have never maybe have heard of Camiseta. Now you're here in the U.S. It's an established brand in the Philippines, and there's like over 75 stores. You're probably one of the few that's starting to create an imprint in the U.S. about this product because there's a lot of people like Mary Flora Cruz, who is here now in the U.S. and has bought that Camiseta brand way back. I mean, I don't want to say how I don't think she's that old, but I'm just saying that it's been a while. So you're buying a brand that not only is established, great customer service, but you also have to look at it from the perspective that it's a quality brand, and that's what I'm trying to tell everyone in the beginning. Forget that it's just from it's from the Philippines. That's great. Let's take pride in that. But at the end of the day, they were shooting for quality. They were shooting for things that can go worldwide. And as a matter of fact, maybe this could be your last comment as far as this, Marie. But a lot of celebrities in the U.S. have used them before, right?
Yeah, a lot. Well, before in the 90s, the brand ambassadors were like Kate Hudson, Alyssa Silverstone. This is like the 90s. And most recently, they've been working a lot with local celebrities. Most specifically, Heart Evangelista, who is, a very well-known socialite and actress in the Philippines. She had brought a lot of fresh ideas. Now we're collaborating with other local artists who paints really nice paintings, and then they imprint it on the clothes. And then also we have great designers in the Philippines, obviously, that Camiseta's working with. Just
Well,
to let you guys know, the website is www.camiseta.us. So check us out, and on Instagram we usually have some information there for like sales, but we've had improved so much. We just started and launched this, by the way, in June 12th. So there's a
yes.
lot of glitches here and there, but I think we've kind of worked it through, and now we are free shipping $50 and over.
You see, that's what exactly what Emporium is trying to be a part of is the experience, right? I mean, they could have bought it, they could have gone online, but the reality is sometimes when it comes to clothing, you kind of want to try it too. You want to know that it's here, and you don't have to wait for a lot of shipping. And I've seen some of your inventory. The inventory is diverse. I mean, it's varied. It's not just one thing. I mean, you could go casual, you could go something going out, or like a lot of the accessories, which I love, right? So
Mhm.
again, before you go. I made a mistake. I'm trying to correct it. It says camiseta.usa, but it's just .us. I mean, right?
Yes.
Okay. .com. Okay. So what? Moving forward, I know you have a lot of pop-ups. So my last question to you is, what's in store for the next 5 years? I mean, not 5 years, 5 months, a year from now. Like, what do you want to do? Do you want to have your own
The
store here
goal
also?
for you is to have our goal for you is to have our own retail store. So what's up? Most likely in California, uh, our push growing our um, out doing pop ups. We are to July 30th. to get the and they're go there. They have another one in Wilmington August 13th. So follow us on Instagram and you should be able to see the details there when we post it.
Well, you know what? You sort of broke up there, but just what she said, she followed her on Instagram, and a lot of the things that she's doing in terms of pop up. Yeah, we definitely need to support this brand. It's worth supporting, right? Because obviously, it's of quality if you see it. So if you, I'm actually trying to work something out with Marie where maybe we can get an added discount if you use the word EmPHorium. So with that being said, I'm going to work on it with her, and then maybe on our next show we can offer something a little bit more substantial, because we definitely EmPHorium definitely wants to support this. And one of our co-founder actually bought one, Christina Espiritu, last Saturday, and I'm going to get her to talk a little bit about it when she gets on the screen. When she gets on the screen. Okay, Marie. Next time we have to do a longer one. Maybe we can do some live selling, but we sort of discussed that earlier in terms of how we could do that, or maybe, figure out a way to do that. But for now, I'm just so thankful that you're on it again, and I'm part of your journey and creating more awareness for the Camiseta brand, and more power to you, dear lady.
Thank you.
Any parting comments that you want to make?
No, thank you, EmPHorium. I'll see you guys soon. Okay, I'm sure we'll be around.
Alrighty. Okay, you take care. Now that we have introduced an amazing brand, I want to go ahead and tell you a little bit about what's happening with EmPHorium, and also let's hear a little bit of good news or any news from the Philippines, or anything in between what's happening in the Philippines and the U.S. in terms of trade, and that'll be done by Eric Elnar. But before we bring him on, ladies first, let's go ahead and talk to one of the co-founders of EmPHorium. Her name is Christina Espiritu, and she's going to do the segment. We call it What's Up, Christina? Hold on. Hi, Christina.
Hi, Ferdinand. How are you?
I am trying to be fantastic, and the more people are chiming in, I am starting to be fantastic. We're getting a lot of good responses from the people, and before you start, I want to say Hagilin Lindayao, Diro Tamasi, and Mari Flor for tuning in, and hopefully they continue to tune in. And again, anybody who's watching, please go ahead and tell us where you're watching the show, as well as anything about your business that you want to go ahead and mention in the show while all this is happening. But this is your segment, Miss Christina. Go ahead and in so many minutes tell us a little bit about what's happening with you, as well as what's happening with EmPHorium, and any news like that. What's up in our calendar?
In our calendar. So, well, first of all, thank you for introducing Camiseta to our audience, because I saw them for the first time on Saturday, and they really, really have amazing products. Amazing enough that I bought something from them that I will want to wear the next time that I am the next event that we have, which is I'm going to tell you all about them. So first, we're having a lot of the Thursday events, as you know, Ferdinand, the ones that you're doing every Thursday. So we have the happy hours at our EmPHorium showroom, as well as something that's going on in noon times, right, lunchtime. And then we also have some really exciting collaborations with different organizations. So we have our event with the Department of Tourism. It's going to be in August at the SoFi Stadium. So that would be an amazing event that we're going to be holding with them. And then we'll also have a really, really great event at the Consul General's office in LA, which is July 29th. And so this is our health and wellness event. So focusing on the mind, body, and soul wellness, right? As well as we're going to talk about how you can actually have your own, your own business, not just for wellness, but also for different products. So we're very, very excited about that. So if you wanted to attend the one on July 29th, hit us up. Tell us if you are going to be in LA, and we would love to have you there. So Ferdinand, make sure that we have it on our chat, or email us, or reach us to us on Facebook, and we will make sure that you are there. So,
I'm just going to go ahead and sort of uplift you and tell everybody how amazing you are. In the top of the hour, I told everybody that there was a Philippine American Friendship Day that happened on Saturday, right? That's where I interviewed Camiseta.
Oh, yes.
I wanted to acknowledge the fact that you were part of organizing that, and that's what makes makes me feel honored and as well as happy to be working with you, because you get involved with these things, you and Christine, and you create opportunities that way for the Philippine made products and services, because you guys are very active in the community, right? So I just go ahead and mention that a little bit again, just a quick hey, this is what the chamber's called and this is what they did kind of thing.
Sure, yeah. So, as Ferdinand mentioned, so we had a really, really amazing event. It was actually our first ever, and we're gonna make it an annual event with a group that I'm part of, which is NAFA, National Federation of American Chambers. But what we had was, oh gosh, no,
it's the National Federation of Filipino American. I know it's so. Yes, I love it that they get everybody in there, but sometimes it's a little long. I mean, I got to be honest.
Yes, but it's NAFA.org, and what we had was our first annual Filipino American Friendship Day, which meant we had a really, really great event with a lot of different Filipino American associations, a lot of vendors, a lot of cultural events, and of course, food. So we had an amazing time. We had it the whole day from 8 to 4 at the Don Conabi Park over in Cerritos. But that's where you were able to live stream and actually meet Camiseta. And then we also had some really, really amazing vendors as well. So, but yes, I'm part of the group that organized it. And so we had a really, really, really great turnout. And we're hoping to do it annually. So.
Yep, I hope so too, because obviously, like I said in the top of the hour, that's just not the event for me. I look at it as a one way to continue to create, the connection and hopefully on a bigger level with the federal level, and then obviously, I'm interested also in the free trade agreement that hopefully comes soon, which would mean a lot to Philippine-made products going into the U.S. market and vice versa. Christina, thank you. You're also driving. Everybody's driving except me. But then again, I don't know how you could do this without me driving. Right? You be safe there, dear lady. I know that this right now
I'm parked.
Yeah, this is crazy hour time for LA, for all those who don't know LA. So it's crazy, traffic and all that. And so just thank you for being here. So let me go ahead and bring up the next, important guest, one of the VIPs of EmPHorium. Let me go ahead and do that. But before I do that, Christina, thank you so much and have a good rest of the evening, okay?
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay, the next segment is he's very integral part in how EmPHorium came about. I always have to give that introduction because every day that I go here and we create these events, I'm always reminded of how amazing that is to be able to have somebody support the concept and make it happen and execute it. And he's done that. So what he does in these live stream is that we basically ask him to give us any sort of news, any events that's happening that's relevant to the Philippines and the U.S. So without further ado, let me go ahead and introduce Eric Alnara, the Philippine Trade and Investment in the Philippine Trade and Investment Center in Los Angeles. He's the Trade Commissioner, and let's go ahead and bring him in.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Bong. How are you?
I am trying to. I'm actually jazzed up because I drank like one of the samples already. So I'm like, I think it's not Red Bull or anything, but one of the products that we're promoting today, I drank it, and I don't know, I'm hyped up right now, Eric. So I'm going to calm down a little bit and let you talk.
Looks like you're caffeined up.
Yeah, I think I'm caffeined up naturally, of course. Okay, so go ahead, Eric. Tell us a little bit about any news that you'd care to share to the audience, because your segment is always a perspective on what's going on between the Philippines and the U.S. in terms of any news. So go ahead and do that.
Yeah. Well, before I go with the news, I missed you last Saturday at the Philippine Americans Friendship Day. I actually saw you doing your thing at the Camiseta booth, but then I had to, stay near the stage for our consulate general's, deputy consul general's talk.
Well, I'm like a ninja. I go in and out, interview the people, and then I'm out.
Yeah, when I came back, you were already gone. But anyway, I got to meet Christina from the Camiseta, the representative of Camiseta here in the U.S. And, it's really a good development that they're already here available online in the US. Camiseta has been, a long time brand in the Philippines. My wife is also a Camiseta fan. Um, and, good that their products are already available here in the US. Now, talking about events, next week we have a free Zoom webinar for those who have businesses here in the U.S. who think or who want to consider franchising their businesses in the future. Um, we have a free Zoom webinar to be conducted by GMB Global. So I will type in the details in terms of registering and confirming attendance later on in this chat, the chat box. But basically, it will be next Thursday, July 21st, at 5 p.m. Pacific. So it's limited slots, but so that we want to maintain um, a good mix, a good number, so that all questions and concerns can be addressed. So it's a free Zoom webinar on the topic, is my business here in the United States franchisable? So again, I'll type in the details for registering in the chat box later on. But that's it, I think, for me. And I hope to see you next week.
The whole purpose of the collaboration is to bring attention to Philippine products, but not just products. Because, like I said at the top of the hour, I always say Philippine-made products, services, and investments. So it could go either way. Somebody who's being maybe persuaded to franchise their businesses from the Philippines to the U.S. and vice versa also, because there's always got to be a bridge, and that's the main thing that you do, Eric. And I always want to bring attention to that, the importance of what you do, not only to guide people to know about these events, but also obviously create more opportunities. And that's what you always do, and that's why I'm hoping that go ahead and put that to the comments so I can put it onto the screen. All right. Well, other than that, I'm going to go ahead and leave you be, as they say, and do your thing for the evening and spend some time with the family. But again, thank you so much for always being here, and hopefully you always pencil us in between 5 and 6. But thank you again for being here. Do you have any comments you want to go ahead and make before you go?
I just want to thank you as well. And my week would not be complete without this show. The latter part of the week.
I owe you a Jolly Bee. I don't know. And you told me last week they're having that. They're having special. Maybe they have a new one. I'll go ahead and get a special for saying that.
Thank you.
All right, Eric. I'll talk to you soon, my friend. Okay. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Christina. Now, the next segment is all about all of these things that you've seen, that you're going to see today, products, everyone talking about distribution and all of that, right? But the next person that I'm going to introduce to you is probably going to play an integral part of the whole concept what EmPHorium is about. Because it's one thing to talk about the products, right? Oh, the product's amazing on social media, or send emails and do these live streams and things of that nature, right? But if you cannot cost effectively send those products from point A to point B, and in this situation from the Philippines to the US, then who cares? That's what I always say. Because at the end, people have to experience the product. And the concept of EmPHorium is to bring Philippine products here who are trying to create a market, but people have to taste the product. It has to be here. Philippine manufacturers, are you listening to me? You need to understand that, you could say that your product is amazing, but if people in Los Angeles don't know where to find it and you don't have a deal yet, so to speak, to put it in the store, this is the best way to bring samples of your product and the most cost-effective way to have the product sampled or put into a display here in the EmPHorium, in the Philippine Trade and Investment Center office. So if you're interested in that, please let us know. But All of that is not possible without partnering up or collaborating with someone in the logistics industry. And I'm about to bring her on. Her name is Nancy Marquez of RAF International Forwarding Philippines. So please, if you have any questions for her, then go ahead and do that. But before I bring her on, I want to go ahead and say thank you to the comments that you guys are making, to Therese, the Facebook user, Mariel Malansan, thank you so much. Vinky for the rice wine. Vinky said, hello from Bohol, rice wine. Zaki is watching. I would love to try that, especially right now. Again, thank you so much for everyone for watching. Please continue to put your company name as well as why you're watching the show and where you're calling from. All right, let me go ahead and bring in our next guest. Nancy.
Hi, Ferdinand. Good morning.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I want to go ahead and I'll go ahead and quickly introduce you, and then let's go ahead and let you talk about RAF, talk about the amazing things that you do to bring products physically from point A to point B. And again, everyone, she is probably our main supporter in the Philippines right now in terms of handling inquiries on how to send sample products from the Philippines to the U.S. So go ahead, Nancy, talk about RAF and tell us about your, how it makes you guys amazing and how we're going to collaborate. So go ahead, Nancy.
Thank you, Ferdinand. Thank you for the opportunity to be here again in EmPHorium. RAF is an all Filipino-owned company that's been in the courier and freight forwarding industry for 29 years now. In fact, we're turning 30 in August. Our main office is located in Parañaque. We also have a branch out in Cebu and Davao. Throughout the years, RAF has diversified its services as we saw the many changes in the demands of our clients. So RAF has diversified our services. So we have the courier and the freight forwarding. We also do customs clearance. Cross-border clearance, we do NFO, and throughout the years, we opened an online store, Shop Macy. We also do, it's a variety of allied services related to logistics. So RAF prides itself in customizing our cost-effective solutions for our clients to fit our clients' needs. Ferdinand, I forgot to tell you that I'm broadcasting from our new warehouse. So you see our office here is it's so blank. This is the operations warehouse, but I brought my props here with me. So
no, I wanted you to do that.
Yeah. So here we have. Let me show you. Like Ferdinand was saying, what is the most cost-effective solution to bring your samples to the United States? No. That's what we have, the courier service, which will bring your products from point A to point B. It's a door-to-door service, and it's pretty simple. So all you have to do is, like I said, put your samples in a box. Depending now on the samples that you're going to send to Ferdinand. If it's food, we take care of the prior notice filing for you. And basically, if it's general goods, then pretty much there are no documentation requirements. All you need is a shipper and the consignee, which will be Ferdinand. These boxes. This is how a 7-kilo box looks like. This is a 5-kilo box, and those boxes come free with a service.
Well, what I was going to tell you, Nancy, is that your topic is so vital to the success of EmPHorium. And I really feel that we need to do more time to allow for you to really explain it. But we will have a master class in the future. But what I wanted to accomplish by the interview is that we're always, talking about how to make it efficient. And right now, what I've been doing is anybody who wants to send samples, I want to publicly thank you for trying. She's very responsive. Every time we need to get some sort of a rate quote or just some sort of a connection with someone who wants to bring products from the Philippines to the U.S. So if anybody watching, the Philippine manufacturers who want to bring products to the EmPHorium or anywhere in the U.S., it doesn't have to be with EmPHorium, but I recommend you guys reach out to Nancy. Not only they've been around for a while, but they know, they have firsthand experience how to bring not only container loads of products, but also small amounts of products. Right, Nancy?
Right. We have global partners and network partners, so we have presence globally. So not just in the United States, but all over the world for our courier as well as freight services.
No, I know that for a fact, and you're amazing. So what I'm hoping is that maybe on the next time you show up, because I know I respect your time, you're busy, you're always busy, and that's great. All I want every Thursday is maybe 10, 15 minutes of your time, because I want to give them tips. I want them to get used to you, understanding that if they need some sort of a perspective on how to send it, what the cost is, to reach out to you. And get that. And lately I've been doing that, not because I feel very comfortable, and I think you're very good at what you do, and you're very responsive, and that's the key to a lot of this stuff. So with that being said, Nancy, any last words? And hopefully, like I said, I'm only cutting it short only because I want you to be here every Thursday if at all possible, because I want them to get used to talking to you, Nancy.
I'd be happy to do that, Ferdinand. So for my last words, chat with us at our Facebook page. You can also reach us at our website, and I can leave my phone number for any immediate inquiries. I would be happy to assist anybody out there.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm going to leave it with this on a high note. There's a lady by the name of Anna Christine Regalario. She said, please send contact details of your logistics company. It would be a big help for our overseas client. And I think I wrote it down correctly on the marquee. At least they can go check out your website. I think I did it right. I'm trying to wait for the scroll to happen. It says, I put www.raf.ph. I think I'm missing something, but I'm going to go ahead.
Yeah, that is right.
Okay, so reach out to her. Her name is Nancy Marquez. Nancy, thank you. You're awesome. I appreciate it. Really. Thank you so much for your time, and then we'll see you next week.
See you next week. Thanks for having me.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay. Again, we're sort of kind of took a long time, a little bit on each segment, right? So now this is the part where I love, because this is what we're trying to lean on to, which is the live demo aspect of EmPHorium. Because that's what we're trying to be known as, that we're bringing awareness to the product. Now, we want to educate, but we also want to entertain, and we want to empower, and the 3 E's, with that being said. So let me go ahead and bring up the next product or live demo that we're going to do. As you can see, that's my little camera to talk about the next product. This product, I will let her do it, even though I have notes on what it's all about. But I just want to go ahead and have her all the glory, because she waited so long to be here. We're running a little time. But let me go ahead and bring up the next probably amazing brand from the Philippines. And she is actually has a niche. She's satisfying this niche. And it's her way of doing things. And go to her website. She's amazing. She talks about different ways and what guides her business, why she started the business, and to me, everything is story. So let me go ahead and introduce Lan Perez of Mother Nurture. Lan, how are you?
Hi, good afternoon.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, how about us? Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. I love the fact that you bring your troop. I'm assuming those are your kids.
No, they're just my neighbors. No.
Well, that's good. The more the merrier. I mean, go ahead really quick, though. You got to introduce them. I can't have them on the screen and not know who they are.
All right. So, I am Lan Perez, and this is my children, Andre Perez and Jaden Perez.
Hi.
Welcome to the show, guys. Here we're going to do a little bit of live demo. I mean, you know what? Here's what I did. I actually tasted it already, right? I tasted it myself. I went ahead and opened up a sash, as you can see. It was delicious. I had my wife try it. And then I also, for the sake of live demo, I want to show the camera what it looks like inside. Okay, see how amazing that is. I mean, it was so good. But the thing that I'm always curious about is that obviously this is what I mean, that I could show all this amazing stuff. The closest thing that we're going to get people to try is for them to come into EmPHorium. But that's what I'm trying to say. You sent the samples to me, and I'm personally tasting it now. But before I go into all of that, please tell us a little bit about yourself, as well as the journey of your company so far.
All right. So again, we are the Paris family, and we are pleased to introduce to you our very own brand, Mother Nurture.
I am Jaden Perez and I breastfed for more than 4 years. I'm the inspiration behind our brand, Mother Nurture. I reacted to my mother's coffee intake when she was nursing me. She gave up drinking coffee for over a year because she loved me so much. Usually, she would smell it and be content with the aroma. I was aware of her struggles, but mother's love is unconditional. Therefore, she gave up her joy for my sake.
So basically, that's the backstory of our product. So I was breastfeeding Jaden in 2013, and then while breastfeeding him, he's always reacting to my coffee intake. So I stopped drinking coffee for a year, and of course, if you're a coffee drinker, it's heartbreaking not to drink your usual morning coffee. But then again, because mother's love, so I stopped drinking coffee for his sake.
Hello everyone, my name is Andre. My mom looked for coffee substitutes but was unsuccessful, and this is how Mother Nurture was born. She was able to speak to lactation consultants, and thanks to God's direction, it was successful in formulating a coffee without my brother reacting. We didn't have a lot of money at the time, but despite everything, God showed us that everything is possible. And in June 2014, we finally launched our Malunggay Choco and coffee mixes after extensive research and testing. Yeah.
I love the fact that you involve your children, because obviously the premier, the flagship of your product, and what you lean on is you're solving, providing an answer to the challenges of lactation and breastfeeding and all the issues that it has, right? So I know that it solves a problem, because I actually did my own research. I actually went ahead and barriers to breastfeeding in the United States, right? This is what I did. So I made notes of it, and this is from the national. What the heck was it's from a national library, and I read a little bit about it. Of course, I didn't read the entire thing. I just wanted to know enough to know what the market is and what's the problem. And most of the time, I was in fact that I didn't realize all the things that you were trying to deal with when it comes to lactation. In terms of challenges with motherhood and breastfeeding and all of that, when it comes to when it comes to that. So to me, I find that, one, you lean into solving that challenge, or taking on that challenge. But when I tasted it, I actually really liked it too, just even on taste alone, right? So tell us a little bit about what's in the product, if you want to do that, and then tell them what makes it so good. I guess if you want to say it like that. So again, I'm going to show the product itself.
So here are our two variants. We have the coffee, the Malunggay coffee, and the Malunggay Choco. So we are the pioneer producer of lactation choco and coffee here in the Philippines. Our products are FDA approved and halal certified. So you are assured that these are safe to consume, and we maintain the highest quality of our products. Um, it's already pre-mixed, so you don't need to add anything. Um, Basically, you just need to add hot water. So, sir, can we do
Can we get
actual
it?
demo?
Yes, I will let it.
So here, my daughter Andre will be helping with the product demo. Basically, our mixes um, are full of the good stuff. First, it is sweetened by stevia. If you're familiar with stevia, it's a natural substitute for sugar. In fact, we have insulin dependent clients who maintains their sugar level while drinking our product. So they're very happy with that because majority of those sugar conscious individuals are having a hard time finding a premix coffee or choco drink in the market. We also use non-dairy creamer. Though it has minimal milk derivatives, it is basically lactose free, so it does not cause you hyperacidity. Our caffeine level is also very low for our coffee. It's only 0.09 grams per sachet, while the choco, since the base is cocoa powder, it's 0.01 grams per sachet. So it will not cause palpitation, so it's super safe. Also, we include natural herbs such as moringa, ashitaba, and gotu kola. So aside from natural breast milk boosters, moringa is a superfood. It helps you boost your immune system, and while ashitaba is a good antioxidant, and gotu kola helps improve your memory and relieves mental fatigue. So definitely, you're drinking guilt-free choco and coffee mixes.
I wanted to make maybe a smart aleck remark when the babies were born, right? When my kids were born, I noticed that when it comes to when she was pregnant, obviously every woman is reacts to it differently after the baby is born, right? So I think sometimes the memory, the what do you call it? It's a little slower. She's forgetful maybe, and also the energy, right? And to me, having and then my wife loves coffee, so obviously all those three things, something like this would have probably made her day being able to drink it and accommodating all of those problems or what the aftermath of having childbirth, right, or trying to nurse the baby. But at the end of the day, I think that's it's a great product because of all the natural ingredients as part of it. And then obviously when you're a new mother, it's very tiring. So everything, the ingredients that you just mentioned are all fantastic. And from the way your daughter you just mixed it, it's pretty simple. And that's the same thing with me. I'm an idiot when it comes to mixing things up, right? So it was a no-brainer for me to pour that in, add some water, I guess, to taste. And pregnant women don't have to worry about whether they're drinking coffee, if it's bad for the baby or not. And you said in one of your articles, you said that it's not now, and you kind of get them still back on it. But is there anything else, like where are the products being sold in the Philippines, and what are your goals for in the US?
Right now, we are distributing our products to our resellers. We have a reseller program. So basically, you have to be a breastfeeding mother for you to carry our products because as you said earlier, it's a niche market. So I think the best people to market it are those who are using it or drinking it. For the US market, honestly, we have Filipina moms based in the US who are ordering our products already. So that for me, that's an opportunity for us to bring the products easily available for the Filipino moms out there. So I think that's one of our goals for the last quarter of 2022 up to 2023. So if there are people who are interested in trying our products, please contact Sir Ferdinand and
You
our
see?
are readily available and we can ship it to you right away.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm trying to say to the Philippine manufacturers right now. You literally can say that, right? And if there are people watching in the Los Angeles area and they want to drive to Emporium and they want to taste this amazing product, right? They want to taste this amazing product, then they can do that now. Rather than you just saying that, it's like, okay, it's great, taste it. Now they can really experience it. And that's what we're trying to point out with Emporium. Your product in so many levels can help people, not only just because it tastes good, but you can go in so many directions. Right now, I mean, if there's anybody out in the audience right now who maybe has some suggestions on where the product can be sold, right away, in my mind, I'm thinking, Whole Foods can go into that, or you can send it to a specialty store, to a physician, in terms of marketing the product. But obviously, when you and I talked off the air yesterday, I mean, we talked off the air, we mentioned, like you don't mind going into both, like small shops, right? At least getting that product out there, but also really focusing on a certain target segment. Is that what we talked about, before, right?
Yes, sir. We were thinking if we could also place it in the baby store, baby stores, wherein they can send this as a what do you call this? A gender reveal gift or a baby shower gift to expectant women or pregnant women, right? Or it can also be placed in a healthy category, the whole food, as you mentioned already, also because this is not just for lactating mothers. It can also be suitable for individuals who are hypertensive, who has hyperacidity, who are sugar conscious, diba? Sugar conscious individuals. What else? Yun.
Kasi lang sa akin, yung produkto mo, marami siyang maisa-satisfy. Siyempre, iniisip mo kung saan mo idadala yung produkto. Because yung the fact that it's got the superfood ingredients, that's already amazing. Everybody should really technically drink it, right? Kasi ganun. Pero siyempre, merong mga like with women, obviously that's what's going to enhance it, especially when they're expecting and when they're starting to nurse the baby, right? A lot of people didn't don't know how to do that, don't they have issues, whatever, but there's so many applications or uses for the product, and it's just a matter of deciding where you want to start first. But like I said, I'm very thankful that you want to send samples to Emporium, so that now please tell everybody that if you have friends in the US, they want to try the product, they can go to Emporium, visit us, and at the end of the day, now they can really taste, see how it tastes, not only because of what you're saying, they can believe that it's a good product, but now they can taste it for themselves, right? With that being said, do you have any last comments of our segment? Is there any messages? Tell us again how they could, again, I'm hoping that people are actually watching this and see the potential, and then they could actually sell it online here. But if, again, is there any, what do you want to tell the potential user as a consumer, or maybe a reseller of the product? Where can they go? What's your website again?
Oh, our website is www.mothernurtureph.com, or you can just visit our page, Mother Nurture Main Facebook page, and our Instagram, Mother Nurture underscore main. Sorry.
Well, with me, I have my kids do the technical part, right? Hey, guys, I'm talking to your daughter and your son. Thank you for appearing on on our show here at the Emporium. And go ahead, and if you guys can have access to the keyboard, type in as a message the actual website, and I'll show it on the screen again just in case. If you guys can access it, and I'll put it up there. And then if they want to know more about the price, then that's where they can go. Right now, what's important to me is like just the typical just out of curiosity, this particular product, somebody asked, how much is this if they were to buy it? Because there's a lot of products in there. Again, how many are in this package, and how much is it selling right now in the Philippines?
We're selling it at 140 pesos per pack. So it has 7 sachets. This is our retail pack. So for those starters or just want to try first our product, so this is what we recommend. And then we also have this family pack. This is it has 35 sachets of malunggay coffee. So this is for the loyalist, the loyal drinkers,
The super fans.
the super fans of Mother Nurture. This is what they usually buy because, as you said earlier, sir, it is not just for the moms but for the whole family. So this is this is also a good gift idea. So for the moms out there, if you want to try our products, we have different SKUs for you, suitable for your needs.
Well, let me go ahead and post your address again. Okay, I mean the website. That's the actual website, mothernurtureph.com. So I went in there. She has a lot of amazing products. And if you really want to know the story of Mother Nurture, she is, Lan is amazing as a person, not only because of what she created, but also because of her journey. So watch the video in her website, which I did, fully entertained, educated, and empowered. So with that being said, hey kids, thank you so much for appearing. Lan Perez, again, thank you for having your family into the video. Hey guys, you got something there. You guys learn from from your mom, because it's not about just you guys being on here, but being entrepreneurial and being not afraid of the camera is going to pay off in in the future for you guys. Okay, so with that said, thank you guys for being here. All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, I'm going to keep the screen that I have on there. Well, let's see. There you go. That's the screen. Okay, now you've seen experts on how to market the product. You've seen events and news, and you've seen the live products and demos and things of that nature. And by the way, Nancy, it seemed like you've got a lot of people who are interested in bringing products into the U.S. also. So hopefully you took note of that. All right. Not necessarily the best for last, but I am so also thankful for this next, as we close out the show, the next gentleman that I want to go ahead and introduce to you. He's a social motivator, media motivator. That's what I like about him, because what he does is he's had over 10 years experience in referral marketing strategy, 4 years experience in online marketing, over 4 years of experience in customer service. Why am I saying that? Only because I'm trying to collaborate with this gentleman to bring to the audience or the supporters of EmPHorium another component of what we're trying to do here, which is to create create entrepreneurs, resellers of Philippine-made products who really are interested in creating an opportunity to sell, Philippine-made products here in the U.S., promote it, sell it, create, make sales and things of that nature. But obviously, sometimes it's not about the mechanics of it, but it's the mindset of how to do all of that. Like one of the things he likes to do is called attraction marketing. So let me go ahead and introduce him to you. His name is Sal Jumawan, and let me go ahead and bring him. He's been waiting there patiently, and he's also driving. Sal, how are you, buddy?
Hey guys, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly. You're driving too. Everybody's driving. Tell them where you're calling from and go ahead, because what I want you to do is, before you, if you notice, what I've been trying to do is I'm trying to show all the products in the beginning, and sort of you're like a summary and like, okay, get people excited about the products, but so it doesn't really matter about the products. So I want you to close out the show with me and tell them a little bit about you, what you do, and why you think we need to do more of what you're trying to convey to everybody in terms of their message. Go ahead, Sal.
Sure, thanks. Well, first of all, I want to thank you for inviting me. Everyone's busy, but you find a way to collaborate everyone's schedules, so that's very, very important. I had to pull over because I'm heading to pick up my daughter to take her for a choir practice. But anyway, very, very, Salvador Jumawan from Las Vegas, Nevada. Really, really inspired. Okay, just let me share this quick, story I wanted to share. One of the show in the Philippines is called My Kabuhayan or something by Karen Davila. It features people from the Philippines that found a product and then they innovated it and found a way to market it online, and that they become very successful. I was very inspired by it. And then in my head, I always, like it's stuck in my head. If I can only find a good product that I can deliver to people and they will consume it and then they will run out, they buy some more. That could be a great additional income for my family. But better yet, if you can grow it bigger with a bigger audience, then you can actually create a fortune. And I've experienced that one time with another company using the same strategy that we are collaborating with, and I'm so excited about it. And because I became passionate with it, I learned that we learn to work hard. In Tagalog, no, let me say it in Tagalog. Sipag at tiyaga. Kulang pala yung sipag at tiyaga because you can work hard and work hard and discipline, but if you don't have the strategy, it's hard to make it happen. So we gotta have the strategy. So attraction marketing is what I bring into the table because a lot of times when people get started in the business, they get excited, and the next thing you know, it's their friends and family, the last people that support them to begin with, and that's okay, guys. That's the mindset I bring to people because it's really the people you don't know that are going to find credibility to what you do first, and you just have to be consistent using your social media, and then we talk about that strategy, how you bring yourself out to the market. So I'm going to leave it up to this. People, I learned this from, I think it's Maya Angelou said it. People will do business with the people they know, they like, and they trust, right? So attraction marketing comes in the knowing part because if people don't see us, we can have a great product, but it's just another great product that is not moving. So I'm excited about this project that we have because people just need to find a project or a product that they're passionate with that they can find on EmPHorium, and then we just need to deliver it to people. But how do we deliver it to people when I don't have any background in marketing? I didn't finish college education in marketing. Guys, I don't have any background in marketing. I learned it from experience. But with social media, it allows us to deliver our story, our message. But what we have to do is be consistent with our message statistically, so we attract people rather than shy away from our story. Because we can do certain things. There are do's and don'ts that we need to remember. But if we keep doing the don't, instead of them attracted to us asking, "Hey, I'm interested about that product," they probably don't want to see your next post anymore. So attraction marketing it plays a big part into somebody who wants to start a business because the last thing in their mind, they get everything together, is how do you get the next new customer and people. So I'm excited about this project. Me and Ferdinand were putting together a master class project. I've been teaching it for a while already, so it's already on top of my head. I can teach it on the spot. It's just finding the right schedule for everybody. So I mean, more people can attend to it. So with that, Ferdinand, I'm going to give the mic back to you.
Thank you for doing that, Sal. Sal I've been watching his videos for quite a while now, and he's evolved in many ways in terms of his delivery of the message. But at the end, what you'll find about Sal is just very transparent. He's very sincere, and he's very persistent. But he also has, on top of that, he has a lot of different ideas and makes sense to me in this day and age of how to promote and sell the product. And one of the things I like, and I embrace it, is the attraction marketing, which is provide value, tell them all about the product, make yourself amazing, not to the point where it's all about you kind of thing. It's more like you're always providing value, and people want to go ahead and be attracted to you and want to do business with you, and that's what's important. So I always like ending the show, or rather my segment, with you having the last word, my guest. So Sal, what's your last word before I completely sign off and stop bothering people now?
No problem. So in terms of marketing, guys, you just have to show up. Show up, keep showing up. It doesn't mean that people are not engaging with you, they're not watching it. So learn it from the big corporate, they keep advertising, they keep showing up, right? Because what they're doing is branding the message into their audience brain. So let's learn that, keep showing up, even when you don't feel like showing up. That's when you tell your spirit.
Yeah, I agree. Sal, I hope you're going to be a permanent fixture, so to speak, of the show, because I sort of like that idea that we introduce the product through the live demo, and these products are not associated with you at all. And what makes me excited about that is because you're just going to go ahead and at the end, we're going to put a perspective and really encourage people to create businesses out of these amazing products. And
Right.
that's what I want to do, and I always want you to close it out, so to speak, because you're not only motivational, but you not only motivation, like I said, but you also have a way. You're not just hot air. You actually have ways on how to do that effectively. So with that being said, Sal, thank you again, also to you for being here and giving me and the viewers 5 to 10 minutes of your time. And drive safe. Love the fact that you're in Vegas. Jealous to a certain degree. With that being said, I'll talk to you soon, Sal. Thank you, and see you next week.
Okay.
Okay, that sort of wraps up everything that we're doing, and hopefully you got some. Not only were you entertained, but you're educated and empowered. That's what I want. The 3 E's: education, empowerment, and entertained. Right? I think I said that. 3. Let me go ahead and just acknowledge some of the people that have. Go ahead and encourage, or rather acknowledge some people. Giro again, Tomasi, the last thing he said was, hi Sal, would love to learn more from you. That's amazing. Lan Perez, the one who presented her product, she said, Mary Salazar, yes, it's available in Shopee. And then here's another one that I like. I think Chuchi Wong is the niece or the aunt of Lan Perez, and this is exactly the sentiments we want to do. And she says, she's my niece and I'm based here in LA. I want to help bring her products here. I want to know. Chuchi, if you want to know and the ABCs of trying to get here, the most simple way that I can explain it, please reach out to me, to EmPHorium, and I would love to be able to give you some sort of a pointers, at least in the beginning, because that's what you need. We need people to love the product and bring it here, because at the end, you're the one who's going to be passionate about doing that. Just like what in the beginning of the hour, when Marie Briones Calagayan, who loves camiseta, they're presenting it here. So let me go ahead and acknowledge other people that are here. Marianne, you're so awesome. You're always here. Vinky, hopefully you connect with Nancy. Let's see about your rice wine. I want to know more about your rice wine. Gino, thank you so much again. Anna Christine Regalario, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You said, please send contact details of your company. And then you said we're planning to send samples. Please send your samples to EmPHorium so that we can get the word out. Mariel Manalansan, thank you. I apologize, Mariel. You said that you're sending samples to Nancy, or you want to send samples. And then Eric Elnar, here is the message for the free webinar. Is your U.S. business franchisable? Next Thursday, July 21st. So please take note of that. And because that's what he's trying to promote at the moment. And then everybody else, May, Floor, thank you. Hagelin Lindayao, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys continue to watch, but it's not about me watching. I love it when you guys watch, but at the end, please share it for people who might find it interesting and entertained by new products from the Philippines. I want more US-based entrepreneurs to really pay attention to this stuff and discover new products through EmPHorium. All right. So with that being said, I'm almost at that point where I'm going to say goodbye, which I will, because I took longer than I wanted to. But at the end, what's important to me is that hopefully I entertained all of you guys. Again, last pitch about the product, Mother Nurture. Please check out Camiseta. All of those people would need your support, and thank you for supporting EmPHorium. And hopefully you guys come and visit. Again, the address here at EmPHorium is 3250 Wilshire Boulevard. I almost forgot, number 602, Los Angeles, California. And that being said, I will bid adieu, as the French would say. I think that's French, right? Bid adieu, farewell, arrivederci, and I'm trying to be international and show you that I know actually gone out of the U.S. Market. Anyway, I think I'm tired already. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye-bye.